Hi, I'm Michael Combs. I'm here at the Golden Triangle Mall today with the aircraft named Hope 1. Now this is a Remos GX. It was manufactured in 2009, and these are actually built in Germany and configured in Rogers, Arkansas. Rogers, Arkansas is where they have put all the special equipment in that we've asked for this trip. I love this aircraft because it's completely carbon fiber construction. Now carbon fiber is nice because it's strong, it's lightweight, it's a proven material, and this aircraft is fantastic to fly in the sky. It's very, very stable and very economical to fly. From our calculations, we get roughly 30 miles to the gallon with it. Now this aircraft is equipped with a Rotax 912 engine. It's a 4-cylinder, 2-carburetor motor, 100 horsepower, and I have no problem going on this long, extensive journey with this configuration, only because the Rotax motor has been a proven power plant over the years. Also, the 3-bladed prop makes it very vibration-free when in flight, and very quiet also. This plane maximum speed is 153 miles an hour. I'm comfortable cruising with it at 75% power. It'll go around 105 to 110 miles an hour. Also, this one is equipped with larger landing gear, and that was so that we could make sure that we could land it on grass strips or make good durable landing configuration no matter where it was that we're flying in and out of. Okay, now inside the cockpit, because this to me is where, well, in common terms, where the rubber meets the road, but where the airplane meets the sky, is what it's going to be like in here when I'm flying. Now we've done everything we can do to make sure that we've got a very technological aircraft to begin with, coupled with safety features. Now one of the safety features that I really like to have is the parachute. This is a full airplane parachute. It's got a ballistic rocket that will shoot out the back if we deploy it, and it will bring the entire aircraft down. We also have an emergency locator transmitter, which will automatically go off in the event of a crash. Now this lever here is what will deploy the emergency parachute in the case that we need to. We also have a single cylinder brake, which works both of the main brake wheels. Now I steer with the nose wheel, which is controlled by the pedals on the floor. Now these levers here, this is your cabin heat. We have a vent, which is just the same as what you find on a car, just allows that fresh air to flow through. We have carburetor heats in case we get into icing conditions, and then a choke for the motor, typically when you start it. Now as we move up here, we've got 2 switches for our master and communication. We have our throttle control. We have a bank of switches here that activate the flaps, the beacon on the outside of the plane, fuel pump. Now the fuel tank is located behind the passenger seat, so we need a mechanical fuel pump and then an electric fuel pump. We have the LED navigation lights, which I talked about. There's an instrument lights here which light up the instrument panel for night flying, landing lights, which is also LED, and then of course the autopilot switch. Now as we move up, we've got our communications equipment. This is our altitude reporting transponder, and then we've got 2 radios. One is a communication radio, and this is a communication navigational radio, but it gives me the ability to monitor and set up 4 different frequencies at once. And then topping the column is a GPS system, which also has satellite weather capabilities and XM radio. Now as far as instrumentation itself, as you notice, we have glass panels inside. The top one, the way it's configured now, is strictly for navigation. The bottom is strictly for engine monitoring. Of course, these can be configured in any way that we'd like them to. And then rounding off the cockpit here, the last set of instrumentation that we've got installed is the autopilot system. And this actually will tie into the GPS if we wanted to. So I can say, okay, direct me to Orlando, Florida, and set up the GPS, and it will actually fly the aircraft basically hands-free to Orlando, with the exception of the takeoffs and landings. So it's something that will certainly help reduce the fatigue of flight along the way. Now, a lot of people have said, okay, what happens if the electronics go out on this aircraft? Well, we do have the basic instrumentation that we would need in order to fly it to wherever we need to go to. One of those, of course, is the trusty compass. It's not electronically powered at all. It's just a regular floating compass head. Below that and to the right, we have the speedometer, which will measure our airspeed along the way. And then likewise, I've got an altimeter here that's a manual gauge, so I'll always be able to tell just what the altitude is and be able to bring it down safely along the way. So if everything else goes out, I'll still have manual charts that I'll fly with, along with compass heading and altimeter and airspeed, which should safely bring me back down. Now, a lot of people have asked me about the storage capacity of the Remos. We've already talked about the weight. As you can see behind the pilot and co-pilot, you've got a lot of area here to put stowage articles. We'll actually be outfitting this with nets, and I'll keep you updated as we go along the way, just so we can make sure that we can stack charts and things in here as we need to. One nice part about the Remos, though, is there is a deep storage container right behind the seat, the pilot seat here. Let me show you what I'm talking about. These seats are very easy to get in and out. There's just one lever, and the entire seat lifts out. Which reveals the storage area here. Now, when I reach my arm back, I can't even touch the back of the storage compartment, so it's very deep. They say that you can get a set of golf clubs in here. I haven't tried that yet, but I really want to. One of the main reasons why I love the Remos and chose it for this trip is because the wings actually fold back. I know there's videos and pictures out there everywhere, but you can pull a pin on the main wing and it'll rotate and fold back against the fuselage. Likewise, the stabilizer, the elevator will come off on the back as well. So it's all very easy to transport and move around to wherever you need it to go. Or, you know, I've talked to some people who like to just keep them in their backyards and save themselves the hangar fees. So that's your tour of Hope 1. Now, we'll be updating this video as we add more technology into this aircraft, which we absolutely will have more equipment that we'll be adding between now and the point where I take off. I have thoroughly enjoyed being here at the mall. It's been a great experience bringing the aircraft to a place where people normally don't see airplanes. And I tell you, one thing that really stands out is people really have those dreams that are alive, whether they're for flight or not, but people really want to get out there and live. I would highly recommend that you do that no matter what. Likewise, if you're interested in flying, check out the Remos. Just do yourself a favor. It is a fantastic aircraft, affordably priced, and no matter what your level of expertise is, it's a fantastic airplane to fly. Take care, and I'll see you in the sky.